I see clearly everything has come to life. Better place and a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind on this day. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, DEFINITY, DEVVE, DACAT, DMC, SHIRO update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. Not gonna lie, there's been pretty good time today. Had a little barbecue, had a little food, had a little bit of a daddy soda over here, Mo for president. And yeah, we had a good time. Anyway, there's a ton of stuff to go over. We'll wait for a little bit of people to get here, and then we'll go over the schedule, go over stuff we have to do. It'll be about a 2.5 hour stream today, just because there's so much stuff going on over the next couple of days. I'm going to be hella busy through Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then I'm not going to be here for several days. I may or may not go live on that Saturday for the Fantastic Four drop. If I do, it would only be for about 45 minutes because, again, crazy weekend. Got a lot of stuff going on. But today the market did bounce back a little bit. You go and you take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the alts. This might just be a Sunday rally. It might go back down. But Bitcoin is up 1.5% today, over 114K. And you have Ethereum up close to 3,500, up about 3% on the day. So the market is turning. Turn the corner, bro. It's getting sexy out there. But let's take a look at some Binance answers. There's a lot of stuff to go over, one of which I'll actually read the article that they posted because there's a lot of confusion saying OMI is now available on Binance Web3 wallet. And there's a lot of stuff to go over with that. And the reason is because people are really just like, can I get it on Binance? Is it just the wallet? People said, it's not actually listed. What can I do? So I'll go over everything and give you guys the down low. OMI, the official utility token of the VeVe digital collectibles ecosystem, is now available on the Binance Web3 wallet. This integration connects OMI holders to the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange infrastructure, opening up new opportunities for seamless token management and enhanced accessibility across global Web3 landscape. It is a new era of accessibility. 2024, OMI announced a renewed focus on utility and accessibility for the OMI token. The integration with Binance Web3 Wallet directly supports this vision by providing users with a secure, feature-rich environment to manage their OMI holdings alongside other digital assets. With Binance Web3 Wallet support, OMI holders now have access to one of the world's most trusted and widely used Web3 infrastructure platforms. Binance, as the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by both user count and trading volume, serving over 250 million users globally with more than 217 billion in daily volume across spot and futures markets. The platform achieved remarkable milestones in 2024, reaching $100 trillion in cumulative trading volume, demonstrating the massive scale and trust the global crypto community places in Binance infrastructure. The Binance Web3 wallet itself has reached impressive adoption levels, hitting $5 billion in trading volume, showcasing a growing demand for integrated Web3 solutions. Now, there's key benefits for OMI holders here. There's a multi-chain compatibility. Binance's Web3 wallet is a keyless, seedless, multi-chain wallet that enables OMI holders to seamlessly interact with various blockchain networks while maintaining security and ease of use. Then it's also a streamlined user experience. The keyless and seedless nature eliminates the complexity of traditional cryptocurrency wallet management, making it accessible for both newcomers and experienced users. And you also have improved security. Enterprise-grade security measures ensure that OMI holders can store and transact their tokens with confidence. Well, what about getting started? For those interested in using OMI with Binance Web3 Wallet, here's a step-by-step guide. All you have to do is access the Binance Web3 wallet. You log on to your existing Binance account via Binance.com or the Binance mobile app. You navigate to the Wallet section and select Web3 Wallet from the drop-down menu. Now, new users must first create a Binance account and complete KYC verification. This is it for anything that you want to do. Even if you want to buy something as simple as DACAT, link down below in order to buy DACAT on-chain with a credit card. You're not going to be able to buy a crypto with a credit card unless you KYC. Step 2 is creating your Web3 wallet. You click Create Web3 Wallet. And if you don't have one already, it's there. It's simple. It's easy to do. The system will automatically generate your keyless wallet, no seed phrases to manage. Your wallet address will be displayed once setup is complete. Then you just import the OMI token. In your Web3 wallet, click Receive or look for the plus icon to add tokens. You search OMI in the token list or manually use OMI's contract address. Either one is fine. And once added, OMI will appear in your wallet's token list. You can fund your wallet with OMI. You transfer from another wallet, copy your Binance Web3 wallet address, and send OMI from your existing wallet. You could buy with crypto. You can use Binance's swap feature to exchange USDC, Ethereum, or other tokens for OMI. And you could purchase directly. Use Binance Pay supported payment methods to buy OMI directly where available. And as always, we encourage users to do their own research and understand the risks associated with cryptocurrency transactions before participating. Some forward-looking statements. As Binance Web3 wallet integration is part of the broader 2025 focus to continue and expanding the OMI token utility and accessibility. As we continue our commitment to transparent communication with the community, expect more partnerships and features that will further enhance the token's integration within the wider ecosystem. We want to expand our thanks to this community who have supported us as we continue to work towards delivering the features and utilities that have been asking for. The integration with Binance's Web3 wallet is another example of our renewed focus on the OMI token and our commitment to providing utility and accessibility for token holders. For more information and to stay up to date on all the newest OMI features as they are released, join the Akomi Discord. But for the most part, this has fallen on pretty fun ears. You have Dr. Stuff saying, I've seen a lot of confusion around whether or not OMI is now listed on the Binance exchange. I was going to make a post explaining what has actually happened, but saw this and didn't feel the need just to repeat it in different words. OMI is not on the Binance exchange. However, being supported by the Binance wallet is still exceedingly valuable. It allows people who use Binance the ability to purchase the token seamlessly in the app on a separate tab. So now users of Coinbase and Binance have much easier access to purchase the token. From my experience over the years, access to the token when a token hits the narratives is one of the most important things for how well a token can perform during a bull market. This additional ease of access is very big for OMI if the token hits the vein of the narrative down the line. It will be interesting to see which tokens perform the best during this bull run. Yes, I believe there will be an altcoin run this cycle, and the tokens that are formally listed on the exchange or those that were supported by exchange wallets. All that being said, I'd love for OMI to be formally listed on Coinbase, much more than Binance. But even if it's not, many tokens have shown that they can do extremely well without a formal listing. The Dr. Stuff is requoting Retail Pleb saying, this is an important distinction. This announcement means that OMI is now supported on the Binance wallet. So holders can store, manage, and connect OMI using Binance's infrastructure, just like we already can on Coinbase wallet. It does not mean OMI is trading on the Binance exchange, so no spot pairs, no order book, no direct buying and selling on Binance. And the wallet integration does not equal exchange listing. An exchange listing adds trading pairs, order books, real liquidity, driving price discovery, and volume, which is what we're all waiting for years now. OMI is still technically not on any tier 1 exchange, and again, I'll tell you why. Volume is a big factor for sure. And again, I have talked with many exchanges, especially Coinbase and OMI, Coinbase and Binance or other stuff on how to list. Now, if you're talking about Binance, which again, I've talked to for several other projects, they typically have 3 products. You have the main exchange, which is almost impossible going through you have to go through like Web3 first. You cannot just list on a main exchange. Again, you need consistently tens of millions of dollars in trading volume, or you need to be a huge insider and sell like 10 to 15% of the project's tokens to the exchange, which usually is dumped on retail. So if you explore an alpha listing, which is basically the Web3 wallet, but you also do get a little bit of marketing from Binance. I'm talking like a post on their like tier 3 Twitter, Medium article, that is in the 7 figures. I repeat, to get what we have now, plus the smallest amount of marketing that Binance does do, which is a Medium article, and then a post about it, not even on their main Twitter, but one of their Twitters, is in the 7, like it is multiple 7 figures. Now, I don't know if that has changed over the last couple of months, and maybe OMI could get a better deal because they are a big token, they have a big community. But for anyone else that wants to do that, again, unless you're willing to sell a massive amount to the exchange, and I don't even mean sell it, unless you're willing to give 10 to 15% of the amount to the exchange, they don't do it. And again, the last option is pretty much what I think VeVe has done, or Akomi has done, something that we've been discussing with ladies, Shiro, DACAT, etc. It accomplishes a similar goal to the alpha, which is interesting. Basically, it puts you into the Binance ecosystem. And while the marketing probably would have been nice, it would have been nice to see a tweet from their not main account, but still a account. And it would have been nice to see a Medium article. Multiple millions of dollars, which is what I've seen for other projects that they ask for. Again, a OMI might be able to get a bit of a discount. To me, that is a horrible, horrible waste of resource allocation. And I know a bunch of people are just like, yeah, you know what? We just want to be on exchanges because they think that that'll fix the thing, but it doesn't. It gives you another option to buy, but when people already can buy relatively however they want, a tier 1 exchange listing doesn't do that. It'll be great for when the narrative hits, but for right now, those couple of $1 million could be much better spent elsewhere. Give me one sec here. Actually, that reminds me of something. I have a meeting with someone soon. It's not about OMI or anything. It's about another token saying like, hey, resource allocation is what I'm best at. Let me help you do this thing before, you know, certain things, before you spend money that you don't have on something that's not going to help at all. Which is, again, not that VeVe had asked me, but if they were to ask me, what do you think about this? Let's say, you know, it's $3 million, just like not even on the main exchange, but just on the smallest amount of marketing, which I've talked about with DACAT and other stuff as well. It's not worth it. And I would, if VeVe and OMI were to ask me, I would advise them to not do that. Yeah, that'd be fun, that'd be nice, but you need to wait for that narrative. So you have people like Jeremy Padawar, which I'll go to his Twitter right now. And he's said a couple of things, one of which I think I've actually responded to. Gavin Newsom, Binance Wallet. I might have to go to my replies because I know I replied to him. Where he said, is this the announcement that you can buy directly from a major exchange? I'm not being sarcastic. It sounds like it is. And I say, well, you can buy it directly on the Binance exchange or on desktop or mobile. There are tabs that say either exchange or wallet, and you could just choose the wallet tab and look up the contract address. You also have the options of Base or ETH OMI with any existing liquidity in your account. But Jeremy Padawar had gone on and reposted a couple of things. Oh, I'm on his posts. 1 second here. Palisades. Oh, he might have actually deleted that. Unless he didn't. Let me check. Jeremy saying, David, I want to celebrate with you, and we'll go over David's stuff as well. So I mean, we'll go over OMI's post that David retweets. OMI saying the OMI token is now available on Binance Wallet. This integration connects OMI holders to Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange infrastructure, serving over a quarter billion users annually. Learn more about the token integration project and how to participate in their most recent post. David Yu says, big milestone for the OMI community. The OMI token is now officially available on Binance Wallet. This marks a major step in expanding access and utility for OMI holders globally. With Binance Wallet's reach and security, it's never been easier to store, manage, and connect OMI to the broader Web3 ecosystem. More to come. Let's keep building together. OMI, Binance Wallet, OMI. This is, all right. We're gonna get this spread the next few days. I'm a little tipsy here. Basically, what this means is that you have the CEO of VeVe and OMI telling people, hey, I understand what you've been doing. I understand your frustrations. And here is me mentioning OMI thrice in his most recent post. That is something we have not, I think he's mentioned OMI more times in this post than he has on any other post within the last 2 years. That is a very significant uptick and increase in mentioning of the token from the CEO, which again, we have not seen in a dog's age. So I'm very excited about that. Jeremy Padawar, though, a little bit skeptical, saying, David, I'd want to celebrate with you. If this is a clarification that OMI is now listed on Binance, I'd say that's reason enough for celebration. If not, can you clarify timing for listings on any major exchange? Where he has gone on and said multiple things multiple times, one of which is saying, is this announcement that you can buy directly from the exchange? I'm not being sarcastic, it sounds like it is. He also says new audience. Okay. Let's go over here. Please provide an update as to when OMI will be on a major exchange. Be specific. He also says new audiences who can purchase meme coins on major exchanges, but then sees this as a swap-only token list on a major exchange. So Jeremy represents a fairly large minority of people that are in the camp that think once you get on an exchange, that's just what's going to pump the price of the token, and that's unfortunately not the case. Again, if they were to say, like Chavez, we could do even just the smallest alpha listing, with a Medium article and a tweet from not even their main account, which is a couple $1 million, that's not worth it, because we've seen people go on, list on Binance, it doubles, and then it comes right back down. It is not a thing that, like, Binance is very predatory when you talk about those things. Akomi obviously chose this particular one because it was obviously the cheapest. It still exposes you to that 250 million people that they have on there. But again, just because you're listed on a major exchange does not mean that you are going to pump. You need to have volume in general. You need to have want and need for the token, which it's slowly getting. It is getting that, but unfortunately, that's just, if it was super easy to list on an exchange, well, I mean, it is easy, you just pay it. But if listing on an exchange meant that you would 10x the price, everyone would do it. But again, unfortunately, most smart companies don't, because they know that the majority of the time that just gets dumped on retail investors, and it's just it's a net negative to most of the time list on Binance. So I'm glad they did it this way. CBOS B9 I'm tired of DEVVE not moving up. Okay, let's go to DEVVE. Let's go to them here real quick and see what we have over on the search function. DEVVE. Delta, Echo, Victor, Victor, Echo, they are up. Well, they're actually up 1% on the day to 48 cents, but I understand what you're saying. They have been in a downward trajectory for, hold on 1 second, since January 16th, they have done nothing but gone down, and I understand. Since January 16th, they've gone down, I don't know, what's a dollar? 0.77 times 0.6, nope, it's 0.4, nope, 0.3, nope, 0.25, let's say 2.7, 2.8. Yeah, DEVVE is down 72% since that January 16th model, and I actually think we're actually even higher than that, so it might be higher, but yeah, down 72% in the last 7 months. That's not a fun feeling. But I mean, if let's say you bought down here, if it were to go to $1.77, would you sell? I mean, would you sell at 50? Would you sell at $1? I mean, I'm not selling at those prices. I'm not going to sell until it does multiple dollars, multiple dollars. So it's like, if you're not going to sell there, what does it matter if it goes up or down? You'd want it to go down to accumulate more, which I have. I've been doing up to 69,000 DEVVE right now. Unfortunately, there's just other stuff that I want to buy as well. But yeah, I understand being tired of DEVVE not moving up, because we want things to go up. But even if it triples from here, at like $1.50, I'm not selling there. I'm not going in, and it's just, for me, that's not going to happen. But let's take a look at what DEVVE's done today. $250,000 in volume is stupid low. Yeah, I don't blame people for not buying more DEVVE. I definitely judge them for selling, because like, what are you doing? Like, this is one of the greatest opportunities that you have in life. not financial advice. And if selling down here, yeah, I think you're a fool. If you're just not buying down here, but you're holding, I understand that. Me, I've done nothing but stack down here. So Connor saying hi, Randy. What's going on, Connor? Andy says, hey, Randy. Hey, hey, there's nothing else I can say. Hey, Truck and Hank saying, let's go. Let's get that bread today. Today was a good day. I plead the 5th of Jack again when I go out tonight. They say I was drunk out through a bar. Jason Payne 2000, thank you so much for being a member, saying market turning over, baby. Turn the corner, bro. It's getting sexy. Jason's order saying, let's get this price moving. OMI's turn to shine. Let's take a look at OMI today, and let's see what it's up to. It is down about 1% to 000179. Let me see if I can give it some. Oh no, I'm not able to give it a positive sentiment yet. It's not letting me do that. But let's see what it's doing. 1.34 million in volume, not a ton. It's a $50 million market cap, so it is very, very low. People giving me a bunch of. I'm getting a lot of tags for the emoji stuff. We'll go over that at some point. Omar, thank you for being awesome. Anyway, what's up, VeVe Zombie saying, yo, here I am once again, feeling lost, but now and then. Yeah, base triple. Yeah, the cheapest it's at, it's OKX. The most expensive is Ascendex. What's up, Zombie? Thanks for stopping by, Randy. Love to see you. Thanks for the memories, even if they weren't so great. We got, oh wow. Somebody's saying, but why is not hyped like a Binance exchange listing? Can you explain it like I'm 5 years old? That's pretty much what I just did. Yeah, just saying, honestly, I hate that people don't know the difference because it allows the team to deliberately mislead the people, pretending they orchestrated the Binance wallet compatibility when they did not. Well, they did orchestrate the Binance wallet compatibility. Because if they want to do something, they should pay for a listing like most others do. Hecky, I understand what this means, and it's bullish for me. Better to have than not have. That's not on the team. That's on noobs for not understanding. Let me reply to Jess here and be like, and say, I've worked for many other communities, and even the next step, which is not a full Binance listing, even the next step, which is just some light marketing, costs multiple 7 figures, and which is just some light marketing, costs multiple 7 figures, not something I'd advise a Comey to not something I'd advise a Comey to do, because that money is better allocated elsewhere. Better to wait for narrative to continue as opposed to paying for a listing that won't even help US peeps. That won't even help US. That won't even give ease of access to US peeps. Love that girl, Jess. She's awesome, but just want to drop some knowledge on there. We got Stefan Snavely, so just got 2 more million OMI. My man, get that bread. Justina, who that? Justina Chloe says, hope he dives deep into DMC prices. Want some real talk? Yeah. Well, we could do that right now. We'll go to DeLorean right now. So DeLorean's up about 2% on the day to 0031. They were in the 0029 price the other day, and I was talking to Hiro, the spokesperson for SHIRO, earlier today, because I know he has some DeLorean as well. And I said, hey, listen, I know what it's like when companies pay KOLs in their native token and they just sell. Like that's exactly what happened with DeLorean. Now, granted, there's some other times where there's token unlocks and other stuff, and yeah, that all helps it, or I guess destroys it. But at some point, that selling stops, which I think we're pretty close to seeing. We're under a $10 million market cap now, 9.5 million, and give me $1 million, I would put some in here. Unfortunately, I don't have an extra spare $1 million, so I'm not putting it down here. There's a bunch of other stuff that I still think is undervalued that I could still get. But the volume is really low today, 3.8 million in volume. Normally, it's like 7-8 million in volume. The market cap is really low. And that's the thing, like it's not going to take that much to push the market cap up, especially at these small prices. Generally, what you want is you want that nostalgia, and I think they're able to get it through DeLorean, through the DMC token. They're disruptive, they're innovative, all of these great things. Obviously, they sponsor the channel, and I have a little bit of tokens that they gave me, but I really do want to get a bit more. When is that going to happen? I'm not sure. DMC could be down here for another several months waiting for alt season. Now, when alt season comes, this is going to rip like a mother flapper. But up until then, we're probably going to keep trading sideways or down. And that's true for most alts. Bill Gardner saying, "What up, fam? What's going on, Bill Gardner? How you doing? You getting that bread?" What else we got here? Oh shit, there's a lot of comments up in here. We've got Ethereum says the Shiro talk got me intrigued. Not gonna lie, yeah, bro. Shiro is going so hard. I was live with them before at I think 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just talking about how, and we'll go over Shiro now right away. Before we go over Shiro, I do want to go over the DeLorean page on X. They have 218,000 followers, and they say that OKX says patience has a strategy, over panic hesitate. Even Altcoin Daily saying final chance, experts agree this crypto will create millionaires, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and DMC. Gotta love that. OKX says patience and strategy over panic and haste. Agreed. DeLorean Labs also says mega space, mega alpha coming soon. Maybe Christopher Lloyd will be in that. That'll be great. But yeah, let's take a look at the Shiro talk today. So it was announced earlier today that Shiro did get on a institutional balance sheet. It is Definity Markets. They do hundreds of thousands of dollars per month that they add to their balance sheet and their P&L. And they have just added now Shiro down to their balance sheet, which is awesome. Shiro made a couple of posts today, one of which had said the Shiro community just learned that Definity Network has added Shiro to their investment portfolio. We would love to welcome them to the Shiro family and thank them for their trust and support. Definity X Shiro, let's get to work. That had over 5,000 impressions, which I am pretty excited about. And going over to Definity Network, you could tell they got several dozen followers from this as well. A bunch of people just going off and showing their gratitude for Definity. They're going to raid their posts. It's going to be pretty heckin' awesome. Let's do, but let's take a look at what Shiro's done on the day before you get ready for the day. Shiro's actually up 7% on the day, and they did it with over 500,000 in volume, just under a $6 million market cap, which again, at $7 million, or I'm sorry, 7% on the day, it is up. So I do really like that. Actually, almost 7.5% on the day. So it's Henya Lin. And the Shiro talk got me intrigued. I do have a bit. They are on that institutional balance sheet. We'll see where we go from there. Jason Page says, last week you couldn't get OMI on Binance. Wow, exactly. And now you can. That is a net positive in my opinion. Muskan Nyla says, OMI on Binance updates always get me nervous, but excited as well. Same here, fam. Same here. Hashir Veshima, LMAO, chill vibes with the daddy soda. Heck yeah, girl. Heck yeah. I want even more, but unfortunately, I am already pretty tipsy. Andres, appreciate him calling it not financial advice, but still giving bangs. Yeah. Not plead the 5th of Jack. Omar saying good evening. What's up, Omar? How's it going, fam? Just made it today. You can. How is that confusing? I know you weren't able to last week, but now you can. Cyrus Suarez says the casual vibe, but nonstop into flow is crazy chill. Let's take a look at flow real quick. I don't think that's done. It has not done very well over the past year, but it's up 3% on the day to 36 cents. Very nice flow. Very nice. I think over the last month, no, 3 months. I know, yeah, it was like 2.9 cents. Now it's 29 cents. Now it's 36 cents. We love what it is doing. Yeah. Yeah, being at 29 cents is wild, but now at 36 cents, and it is at 11 million, almost $12 million in volume, $500 million market cap. Great times. Jamaica saying, anyone else hyped for the DEVVE exchange? Heard it's pretty lit. So we do have a little. Let's go over DEVVE here real quick, because we love it, and I think I did go over a little bit before. I think it's a $250,000 in volume, which is really actually $175,000 in volume. That is the lowest volume that it has had in any 24-hour period in a long time. 48 cents. It is very low, and I want to be honest on what I've been buying it at, on what it's at right now. And let's take a look. You have where are we at here? Yeah, I put like $45,000 into DEVVE. I have $33,000 now. So I completely understand that it's, the price has been going down, but again, at some point that'll go crazy. I don't think it'll go crazy until at least November, that's when I think the exchange partner is going to be announced. It should get a ton of eyes on us. Like, again, very small amount of wallets here. I think we're going to go super hard with this. But yeah, that was the DEVVE. Jake Zell says, barbecue and crypto talk, best combo ever. Heck yeah, Jake. Heck yeah, I love this game. Tough and Cut Birds, this is the type of content I could watch for hours and still be interested. I'm not gonna lie, I love this game. We're gonna go in and say, okay, barbecue. Oh yeah, love it. I'm gonna text this to a friendo, saying, my fans love it. All right, let's get this bread. Zelda Vishal saying, I wish I was able to catch all these streams live. So much knowledge here. Appreciate it so much, Zelda. God bless the bots. Joshua saying, good to tune in more. Randy always learns me something new about the crypto. You gotta love it. Reginald Bell says, thanks for the free $10 US dollars on VeVe. Always love these hookups. Link down below for the 10 free dollars over on VeVe, and a link down below to get your own referral code for the DEVVE exchange. You sign up, they pay up to 60% of their trading fees to the people in that network. OMI is heating up. I think it will. It's slow. It's in a slow crawdad boil right now, but I think that in the future, this goes 200x. I'm saying they like barbecues. Barbecue and crypto talk, they love the barbecues. Well, I'll say that mostly they love me and what I love, but I feel that BBQs are fairly universally loved. Okay. When Lambo, we're going to have to wait a little while on the Lambo. And I was going over with a couple of friends today, hey, what's going down on New York Comic Con, what's going down on Designer Con over in Las Vegas. It doesn't seem, I shouldn't say this. They didn't have a booth in San Diego. I don't know what's going on in New York. I might not go to New York. I still probably will. But Vegas, I am guaranteeing, guys, unless I am dead or completely incapacitated, I will 100% go to Vegas, and you're going to see me ball out. You're going to see me go insane. It's going to be awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. And we're going to roll into Designer Con like 100, like in Las Vegas, we're rolling into the Designer Con with our VeVe shirts, 100 deep, and we're going to go hard. It's going to be incredible. For New York, though, I'm not convinced that I'm going to go to New York Comic Con, because I still might, because I go to New York often just because a lot of my friends are there, and a lot of crazy stuff. But we'll see. Connecticut Fauzia saying the security stuff on OMI sounds solid. For real. Oh God, who we got here? Oh God. Khaki Guy just says, I understand what this means and it's bullish for me. Jess says, I think it's shady as F that the team are deliberately misleading the noobs and taking credit for something they did not have in hand, nor is it what the community wants, centralized exchange, some of the community. But I also agree noobs have a responsibility to learn from the ropes so they don't fall for scammers like, oh, wow, damn, Jess is going super hard on this. Khaki Guy just says, deliberately, how are they supposed to announce this? How would you word this announcement? Hey, I just also says this reads exactly how I would expect this post to read. There is no OMI has been listed on Binance anywhere in the post. It says available, which it is. It says they should clarify in their little article that it is not a spot listing on an exchange, and Binance does not hold millions of OMI, and this is simply wallet compatibility to trade OMI. Even Uncle Jeremy understands this and is unsuccessfully trying to get them to be transparent. We could argue on that. Kaki Gajin says it doesn't need to be clarified. They say if it's a listing on the announcements, this is what a listing post looks like a bit accent of Comey. So I do agree on that. This doesn't need to be clarified. Yes, of course. You all need the noobs to be your exit liquidity and being transparent, honest. Oh, this nothing burger hinders that. My bad. Damn. Oh, damn. Khaki guy. Oh, damn. They fighting down there. They fighting. I love Jess. I should go in and I'm not triple texting. I'm just I don't triple text. I don't do that. That's one of the things that, listen, I'll shoot a text. People I miss text all the time. So yeah, it's okay when you double text. If you don't get back to me after double text, I don't triple text. Not happening. Mr. MC1 wanted me to interview someone. I was like, listen, I texted them twice already. I'm not triple texting. If you want to set it up and they text me, cool, but that's just not what I do. Skylar Woods has signed up on the DEVVE exchange, though fees seem kind of high. Well, the fees that you pay, no, the fees are generally very small. However, 60% of those trading fees are given back to the people. So I do love that. Vivica Banasowicz saying the wallet integration with Binance app is honestly a game changer. I think so as well. You get 250 million people more exposure to it. Mostly anyone use DEVVE exchange? Well, it's not open yet. It'll be open in Q4, probably December. How does that $10 bonus on VeVe work exactly? Basically, you go and you sign up, link down below for the VeVe exchange, or I'm sorry, for the VeVe app, and then you get $10 free, and you could use that on whatever you want. Jones Williams, the DMC is so underrated, in my opinion. People sleeping on it. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get this, and we're gonna go to the DMC, the DeLorean Labs. I don't know if I could post a picture. If I can, I will. And I'll say, heck yeah, brother. Oh shit, oh shit, oh god, that's not the delete. That was the wrong one. All right, we gotta, and I will say, heck yeah, brother. Whereas DMC is so underrated, in my opinion, people sleeping on it. Williams Jowdy says, like, can anyone explain the difference between DACAT and DMC? Well, DACAT is my IP. It is going to be one of the largest IPs that's over on VeVe because it's going to sell out everything it absolutely puts out. It's going to raise a lot of money, $2 million market cap. Whereas DMC, DeLorean, it's a nostalgic brand, has like a $9 million market cap, and it has like millions of dollars in volume, where DACAT typically only has a couple thousand in volume. We got Celine Jania says, anyone here play Earth2? It's more fun than I thought. Yeah, I love Earth2. Earth2 is my bag, baby. That's actually the thing that got me. That's one of the things that got me partnered with YouTube, was that. Oh man, Kaki Gaijin being super harsh over here. Chilling chick. Oh man, we got my friend Jess being a, ooh lordy. She's going a little hard on this here. They're all going a little hard. I would love for her to answer me. Sora Donatello says, get the 10 free US dollars on VeVe. No cap. That was sweet and easy, my man. So there's first hide poster is list. Wait, really? Shit, really? Oh my God. All right, we're gonna go to VeVe, and we're gonna go to the market, and we're gonna take a look at the hide poster. And it is for $10,000. Absolutely zero people are going to buy that from Nicky Knack 19. That's not going to happen. I will say that if you post it for like $800, it'll probably sell. $10,000 ain't nobody buying that. But let's take a look at some other things that we have here. Let's do DACAT, because we haven't done DACAT yet. DACAT's up 4.5% on the day. Gotta love it. They're at a $2.1 million market cap, and again, up 4.5% on the day is pretty nice. Gotta love that. However, I will say that I have just sent the owner of Monkey, the first like 7 pages of the comic. It's going to be very, very interesting, because the first 4 pages are just like, what is this? This is Monkey. There's this, and then there's this, and what is that? It is crazy. But then on page 5, Monkey comes in, and it is so good. It's just like, oh my God, I freaking love this dude. I love this thing. I love this Monkey. And then the science starts getting really good. It is wild. Also, shit, I just realized I missed something. Written in, you will be in a next year. Okay, all right. So yeah, that's DACAT, and again, it's very easy to buy. Link down below to buy DACAT. You can go in and buy it on on-chain EU, just KYC, MoonPay, Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit card, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever you want. There's like 70 ways to buy DACAT. We'll keep that open forever for people. Ease of access to the token. Yeah, Hashri Awil does. Anyone know the 10 US? It does not. Binance Web3 Wallet is kind of confusing, not gonna lie. Are you the one that just posted? You look like the person that had posted the Hyde comic. I haven't used Binance, so I can't really help you there. Taylor Janine is what in the stream expecting chill vibes. Got way more info. Heck yeah. Wawa says token support by exchanges. Never lied. Watch altcoin gains big. Meow meow. Checking OMI on Binance feels smoother now. Y'all notice? Maybe. Mikhail Zelda says DEFINITY charts look wild today. Oh, let's take a look. Let's take a look at DEFINITY. Let's see what we got here. Type in DEFX. Well, we're up 1% on the day, so it's not crazy. 2,700 in volume, pretty low. Under a $5 million market cap. It is very, very low. And we'll take a look at what it's shot on base. Yeah. So DEFINITY, for those of you that do not know, it is my biggest bag. I own more of, even if you're just talking about token, I own more of the token than anything else. But if you're talking about just overall holdings, it is my biggest bag by far. I own a good amount of the token. I own a very small minority amount of the DEFINITY Networks company. And then I also own a little bit of Bloomsbury Money. That is the new company that Manu has started. And I own a very healthy amount of that. So yeah, it is my biggest bag by far. It is probably, in my opinion, one of the most undervalued tokens by far. Oh God, it's insane. None of this is financial advice. Anything can go to zero at any moment. Punchak Zaire says, I've been stacking VeVe token. You mean the OMI tokens? What you got, Giselle? In Binance Wallet support alone will pump these coins hard. I think it might. Louise Damons has been watching DEFINITY growth for months. Hoping 2025 brings the boom. There's going to be a lot of booms that are happening here. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Y'all don't really hurt me. Joseph Mohit says Shiro's project actually has some cool tech behind it. I agree. They have the staking, they have the green wall, they have everything that you could imagine that you could want for a token. And I think that DACAT will follow in their footsteps. Kaki Gaijin says, I use the OMI token to gain MCP points in VeVe where I collect happily, and I use OMI to buy and sell the NFTs I love on Stacker. Oh man, I know exactly what I mean by that. I can see how passionate you are and that you genuinely mean well, but it's painful to watch. Oh man, it says all the way up there, TDS from liberals. My issue isn't with the price of OMI, it's with the people who abandoned the token. Nobody's really abandoned it though. I'd love to get her on the. I'm just not going to triple text. I'm not doing that. They want to be on the channel. They can come on the channel. Mars is using Earth2 link now that Metaverse both. Yeah, link down below to the Earth2 game, and whenever you buy something, you get a little bit of piece back, and I get a little bit of piece back. Edward Sanders says, "Holy moly, that Earth2 game looks sick, though, bro." Right. Link down below to the Earth2 game and to my Mega City. Mars' crypto cycles are wild, but OMI made the sleeper pick. I think so. I think it shall be. I think it will be the sleeper pick, and I think it'll do a 1 to 200x from here. Kaki Guidance says, "I know I'm not stupid. I don't buy OMI based on a tweet that doesn't have the word listed in it. I think it has been listed. Now, those people would be stupid. Man the token, you're smarter than that." I love those two. Magic Bandit says, "Definity didn't get much hype last month, but might this cycle." Yeah, I 100% agree. Once people figure out that they're doing hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, like net to their P&L, they're going to be like, okay, $5 million market cap, where it's insane. They're doing more than that per year, and before the end of the year, they'll be doing over $1 million per month added to their P&L net. They're not right now. They will be in the future. It's going to be insane, and I can't wait. Then Rolex, Space Penguin. Thank you, Space Penguin, for replying, giving me those hearts. I'm going to give you some of those hearts as well. Now plead the 5th of Jack again. Bubble saying to the moon. To the moon. I love this game. Actually, what I'm going to do right meow is I'm going to go over to the to the YouTube and ask people if they would not mind smashing that like button, smashing that. Oh, thank you guys for your way to help support the channel. Non-free ways for Patreon, smashing the super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Y'all are my bays. TJ Divinity and Shiro sounding strong. Not gonna lie, I think so as well. I think the Shiros are all right. So we've done DACAT, Shiro, DMC, Definity, DEVVE. We've done OMI. Let's do ladies real quick. Ladies on Solana, which, not gonna lie, is one of my favorite projects over here. Ladies on Solana is up 5.5% on the day to a $23,000 market cap. I now own 11% of that supply of ladies. I repeat, I own 11% of that supply of ladies. I will not let it go under $20,000 market cap. If it does, I'll just buy it back up. I can buy that market cap 20 times over. So you have my word on that. Alani Rashimas, what do y'all think of DACAT? Seems under the radar right now. I think it is. I think that in the future, you have a lot of revenues that are going to come to it. That's going to go to buybacks. That's going to go to giving it back to the people, like handing out the DACAT tokens to people that buy the comic. So you buy the comic, you get a ton of bang for your buck. Going in and saying, okay, I want to buy 10 of this comic for $10. You're going to get like 50 pages of just amazing content. It's absolutely incredible. And we're going to give people the DACAT tokens for stacking the wallet, or for stacking the comic, for getting certain mint numbers of the comic, for collecting the entire comic set. So yeah, I think there's a lot of good stuff to go around. Johnson, anyone else using the DEVV exchange yet? Feels legit. Everyone will use it come December. Generational OMI run within the next 9 months. I'm hoping it's sooner, but yeah, I agree. I've also said that I will not, before the end of the year, I'm going to TWAP the shit out of it. Meaning that in the month of like December, or it doesn't matter. Like DEVVE runs first, Definity runs first, doesn't matter. Whichever runs first, me and my network will go in and we will TWAP the shit out of it, buying OMI every 2 hours on every available exchange for 1 month. We will do it for between 4 and 6 months. I'm sorry, 4 and 6 weeks, and that is going to pull us out of whatever funk we're in. Brown Jethro, also Wes, thank you for being a member. Brown Jethro saying mastering these tokens early might seriously change the bag in the long run. Agreed. Aaron Orabella says signing up for VeVe just for the $10. To be honest, I think that's a pretty good idea, in my opinion. Winifred says click the DEVVE exchange link, and I'm kind of hyped. Get that bread. Sign up and redeem your own referral link. Joe Vanzels, wait, they wanted multiple millions. Yeah. And when I was talking to Binance months back, they wanted that. It just for like a tweet from not even their main account, and then also, yeah, not even from their main account, and like a Medium article. That's it. Stupid. So I would never advise them to do that. Bieber middle cans that this convo about exchanges is wild crazy. Have I told you lately? Star Wars Ski says the Earth 2 game idea is kind of lit, not gonna lie. It is one of the prettiest metaverses out there. I think that's one of those things where people are going to be exceedingly happy that they bought it. Now let's check out Earth 2. Let's see how it's doing today. I don't think it's been doing that great the last month, but we're going to go for Essence. And the Essence was actually up 7% on the day to 3.4 cents. Good for them. Hey, Donnie Charles is not financial advice. I'm going to try Shiro soon. Get that bread. Ambar says, it's weird how people still hype speed over actual project value. Shaking my head. Yeah. A lot of craziness out there. Dilly Ronald says, effort is greater than just cashing out for exchange list promos. Agreed. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Not sure. I was says, discount talk is sus. I don't think it is. I think it's a great way for the exchange to generate a lot of revenue, and in turn, they'll give that money back to the people. There's, yeah, real talk, Chavi Cat. How you feel about Earth 2's vision? It was the thing that helped me get partnered on YouTube because I loved it. Because I still enjoy the idea. It's a great game. They have a ton of users. I'm very confident in the vision. What was the big announcement from David? There has been no big announcement. There has been no big announcement yet. That announcement will likely not come. I don't think that announcement will come for months, but the announcement did not happen yet. Shadewell on Binance, Wallet, Coinbase, that is not the big announcement. The big announcement is gaming related, and I don't think it will be announced until Q4. We'll see. Groot says, can you go over the MEXC selling rumors? Yeah, so there was, give me a second. I could use more whiskey. So, for the MEXC selling rumors, the OMI business development wallet did move $2 billion or 2 billion OMI to MEXC, and which is worth like 360K. It's not worth a lot. But with that, you know, what's going on? Well, they actually never sold any OMI on the open market. So there were people selling massive amounts of OMI, but that wasn't the team. And, you know, what was the team doing? Well, likely a couple of things. To me, this screams over-the-counter deal because that's what I do all day, every day. And when a company typically moves a bunch of their tokens to an exchange, like, okay, OTC, over-the-counter, let's get that bread. None of that is confirmed. They did say that they want to go in and they have a bunch of stuff they needed to do. But you know, they're going to have to sell it at some point. Do they sell it to a VC? Do they sell it to a major Fortune 500 company? They sell it on the open market. Apparently, they have not sold anything on the open market yet. So yeah, what do they do? But right now they haven't sold anything. Okay, guys, says Penguin. No wallet has nothing to do with the announcement. Yep, agreed. Baker, love y'all. Kevin Matilda says, is the VeVe giveaway legit or nah? Well, yeah, I do giveaways all the time for VeVe. I also do, honestly, even if you just, sometimes if you comment on certain things, you'll get giveaways as well. Scott Cardianas, anyone try the new VeVe features yet? I have not. Sedona Avantika says, not financial advice, so ready to invest heavy. Well, you get that bread doing whatever you'd like to do, Miss Sedona. Oh God, there was a tattoo song called Nasne de Gonya. No, that is Pulchasaw. All right, so Nasne de Gonya, Nasne de Gonya. OMI is officially on Binance. Can't wait to share. Well, it's on the Binance wallet, so you definitely can. Also, how Coinbase said that tokens don't have to pay to get listed. Some of them don't. I mean, if you have like $50 million in volume, you're not going to need to pay. They'll just renegade list because they want those trading fees. So that's why they do it. That's why they do it. However, that has not happened for OMI yet. Will it? I think so. I think it'll happen at some point in the future. Moshiev says, do the wallets sync easily with Earth2? Oh, no, I don't think any of them sync with Earth2. Hey, there's more exchanges, create more volume and less sell pressure from the well, I mean, it can, but right now the new Binance wallet is just really connected to Uniswap. So there's really not much change there. More exchanges can create more volume, but you need the demand for the token. You need stuff to be hyped. Fortunately, right now, not much is hyped. Now, has anyone else been holding OMI for years? Same, fam. Same. I have also been holding OMI for quite a number of years. And it says bullish on OMI 2021, but it seems super weird that VeVe sent 2 billion OMI to MEXC. Said they're not selling any tokens. They're not going to sell 500 million appeared. It was 394, but that was not them. Hope they're being truthful. They are 100% being truthful. VeVe says, yeah, what up? What up? Jones Creed says, oh my God, finally on Binance Wallet. Edith Clitus. It's like, I really trust the channel for crypto info. Thank you, Mr. Cletus. Freeman Virus says, DMC is underrated, honestly, supposed to blow up. At some point, I think it will. I don't think it's going to happen right away, but I think at some point it does. Narrative's got to hit. Patrick Miles, US dollars free just for signing up. That's sick. Heck yeah. Yeah, 10 gems free if you sign up. Link down below. Ironman616, thank you so much for reposting the stream. Kaliska Kenneth says this Binance integration is a game changer for sure. I think it is as well. Paul has been holding OMI since forever and ever. Let's make this last forever. Been holding OMI since forever. Feels great to see this. Gloria saying, also love this channel's chill vibe while discussing the stuff. Nicole Amarita. Seeing these tokens makes me want to diversify more. I'm so excited. Benishowicz Aliyah saying, low-key feels exchange purposely. Okay, yep, they 100% do. Diana Ocean says, can you talk about risk management? Asking for a friend. Okay. Anything can go to zero at any moment with little to no notice, but as long as you go in and you talk to the CEO, you talk to the people behind the project, you'll be able to say like, okay, this person is not something I want to get in bed with versus this person is someone that I would trust with my life. Like Captain America, Tony Stark, like, or Tony Stark's Captain America. Do you trust me? Captain America, I do. And it's, you have to learn who is, and again, like you could have people that this is a very hard lesson for a lot of guys to learn. A lot of women that you will date, because like every, and again, I love women. Women are awesome, but a lot of women from a young age are told you're a princess. Man's supposed to treat you like a princess. Everyone always tells little boys how to treat girls and little girls how they should be treated. Very few of them, very few boys are told how they're supposed to be treated, and even fewer girls and women are told how to treat men. And when you talk about risk management, asking for a friend, like if you're a guy that's going into a relationship, like you are going to likely be the breadwinner. You are likely going to have to provide for everything, and you are likely, like if you get married, your partner is going to be financially incentivized to leave you, take half your shit and the kids. And like that is risk management. Do you want to get married in the US like that, or do you want to get married outside the US, or do you not want to get married at all? Can you talk about risk management? What are you willing to lose in finance? Don't put any money in that you're willing to lose, because anything invested can go to zero at any moment. So if a guy marries a girl, half his shit like immediately can be gotten. If you invest something, that could immediately be gone in 2 seconds. For me, I tend to like to live fairly simply. I like to live within my means. I tend to not spend a lot. Millionaire Next Door, amazing book. Recommend everyone read it. As far as the Definity going to the moon one day, Vadihi is a VeVe promo sounds interesting. I agree. I've given them lots of ideas for promos. Connie does it caught the OMI insight at the right time. I believe so too. The awards about Earth2 worth the hype. For me, it has been. For other people, it might not. You made us messages. I'm new to all this crypto, but watching this helps a lot. You're welcome. I mean, the cat seems super promising for 2025. 2025 and beyond, in my opinion, because I love it. Kaki Gaijin. Aw. Oh, okay. All right, hold on one second. Not stupid. And token, you're smarter than that. I don't think you're stupid either. That's a problem. If you were stupid, what it would be? It was amusing. This is if listings would solve the whole problem. Sure, it would help, but I'm looking at the whole picture. Try to step back and see that you might see it too. It's not a David or Dan didn't do this thing issue. It's a macro narrative issue with minor things that David or Dan could have done that helped this along. Jess says, glad to hear it. Love you too. Lack of transparency from both of them lies. It's not really. It has a nice ring too. Yeah, we love Jess. Oh. Sorry. Good to be the king. Lombardo's listing advice low-key makes sense, though. No problem. No problem. Jonathan Harris has never tried the DEVVE exchange before. Well, it's not out yet. It will be out in late Q4. Heartland Faro says, honestly, I just want to collect more VeVe drops. Not going to lie. Same fam, same. We'll get the chance on Saturday. Friday night, I crashed your party. Saturday, I said I was sorry. Naira Lewis said, sold some Shiro last month, but low-key regret it now. Everyone will. Rolante Bella. Did you make a guide for Earth? I've probably made more videos for Earth2 than I have for VeVe and OMI. That might be a lie. I've made hundreds of videos for Earth2. I was like, I miss when Crypto Talks felt this genuine all the time. I love you guys. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the over here again, saying, I try to help. God help, educate people. Meow. Dara says this live stream kind of feels like a hype sesh, but I'm here for it. Hype it up. Hype it up. Well, Benito says, how do you find these hidden projects like the cat though? Well, it's mine, so of course. But this is what I live and breathe. This is what I do all day, so it's very easy for me to go in and talk about things that I see good things for. Yeah, it's not, man, stacking these coins here feels different than others. More real. Jose Lenny Solidium says OMI has gone irrelevant by layer one's AI and deep in projects instead. Layer ones like DEVVE are fantastic, but a lot of layer ones are, juice is not going to be worth the squeeze. They are not going to give you a good ROI. In my opinion, OMI will give you much better ROI than anything that you mentioned, but that's just my opinion. Gary Tallulas is DEVVE exchange legit. Anyone uses that? It will be released in Q4. You guys wonder if Earth2 is actually worth playing or just clout? For me, it's worth playing, but that's just me. And it's playing VeVe for newbies. It's a new way of collecting. Don't have to worry about space. You don't have to worry about temperature or anything or light. It's just all done on your phone, and it's beautiful. He just says, anyone else trying out Earth2, by the way, low-key confused. It's a lot of, you have to buy land. You have to fill it out with mentors. There's jewels that you can get. There's a bunch of, it is confusing. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Raymond, the question, Raymond, was what did you want to be? Fight Club, such a good movie. Randy's confidence is infectious. Get it. Zana Chelsea saying this DACAT movie might actually surprise us all. I think it will. There is a ton of people here, but we're going to try to get to them all. Jeremy is a billionaire. Why is he always so negative about OMI? I don't know if he's a billionaire or not. He might be, but he just is very into so much other stuff. I just, the crypto thing, like he just doesn't spend enough time around. If he spent more time around it, he would know, but he's just too busy for that. I was like NFT trading and stuff, kind of tempted. It's just checking it out. Yeah, what's the most promising token here for short-term gains? Short-term might be SHIRO or DMC. Like long-term, when I say long-term, like the next 6 to 15 months, OMI Definity DEVVE, but short-term, it could be any one of those, or it could be something that, has just been already done. Shibam says, looking at these chains is kind of confused, not going to lie. Sketchlab says, for the old school, which there's a fridge emoji, love the alligator Lokis. Jonathan, SHIRO in 2025. It's a long wait, but I trust the hold. Well, I mean, it's here right now, so yeah. Better Galpanchak says, not financial advice, actually helped me decide once. Very good. Aquaria Kevin says, I used to sleep on OMI, glad I got it in. Now it feels good. It feels good, man. Advice, sell your OMI, thank me later. That is a horrible advice, in my opinion. But again, just my opinion. Someone explain easy. I don't know. OMG, DEFX looks crazy. Not sure what that is. Avantika Janine says, IG is not financial advice. Kevin say, VeVe giveaway sounds lit. Hope we can get it before it ends. You can if you would like. Monica Mendez says, these token talks make me want to finally stop lurking and start trading more. Get that bread, Joanne Josta. Not sure why DACAT is overlooked when it is so solid, to be honest. Agreed. I think people just, there's so much options out there. You never know. Oh, Bitcoin reclaims on $115,000. Get that bread. Oh, shit. Just says lack of transparency. Both of them, they've been caught out. It's the fact that third-party company is developing the token. It's all carrot dangling, taking credit for shit they didn't accomplish, and their sly vagueness. They accomplished a lot. Okay, guys, just taking credit for something they didn't accomplish? The fuck? Go to VeVe's blog and read all of their achievements. It's insane. Now, Stacker, they can't do anything without VeVe. They need VeVe to do it. It's a partnership, business partner all the time. Jess says, let's agree to disagree. I'd love for Stacker to run the whole thing. Then you might get a different attitude from me. Hey, guys, I reject the statement with 100% conviction. Without David and Dan, I wouldn't be collecting again. Just the two things can be true. The team can be passionate about collecting, and they can be shit at running the OMI business. Kaki Guidance says, I wouldn't complain if they actually gave us listings. I guess I just don't worry about it till the narrative hits. But yeah, understand both on that point. Hiroshima says, Jake said he's been citing Affinity since last year. That's dedication. Same, fam. Same. Gwyneth Davies says, anyone tried DEVVE Exchange yet? Nope. It's not going to come out until December. Shelby Edwards, DMC, probably on some ninja move. Patience going to pay off, hopefully. I believe so as well. I think there's a lot of things to be said and done. I don't know why there's so many comments here. Madeline Benjamin says, this sideways market is so boring. Not going to lie. Oh, bro, preach. Same. Okalani says, how's liquidity on the DEVVE exchange? Not there yet. Janelle says, LMAO. Calling it Mother Flapper made my day for real. You're welcome, then. That is just what I call things sometimes. So the Lokani is the DMC down for months. Harsh, but I'm here for the ride. Yep, Mother Flapper. All right, let me bring that to the Snapchat because I call things. Sometimes I call things Mother Flappers. And we're going to go to my story over there. DMC down for months. Been here for the ride. Yeah, I agree. Same here. Ariana Clitus says, not financial advice, but I got to admit this channel helps me pick some gems. Pew, pew, pew. Carly Panchak says, VeVe $10 free sign up. Might as well grab that while it's hot. Agreed. I'm Gruz's Coinbase listing. Said listing assets on Coinbase is free and always has been. It might have been some other thing. No, Coinbase generally charges millions of dollars to list. Vanessa Amity says, VeVe looks interesting, but is that an app safe? Oh, yeah, 100%. Go in and get that VeVe, get those VeVe NFTs. Julius, Tuesday mornings with Randy are my favorite right now. Well, it's Sunday, but on Tuesday morning, maybe something will happen. We'll see. This is definitely feeling nervous, but excited at the moment. Same. Louisa Kashan says, Jack's face reaction, though, made me laugh real hard. Who's this Jack? Charles Manns feels like DACAT could blow up by next year. Heck yeah, girl. In fact, I'm going to bring that to my DACAT crew. Oh, gosh. Where's my DACAT crew? I plead the 5th of Jack again when I go out tonight. They say I was drunk, I threw a punch. I called some big old bouncer dumb. Yeah. So now I've got these two black eyes. All right, sorry. No, why is Earth2 link hype? Link down below. Paul Martins has been watching Randy for months now. Love how chilly is. Oh, I thank you. I try my very best. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't. Oh gosh. Matilda Theophilus saying, hold till alt season, sell some Hold, reinvest later. What do you guys think? It could be true. Kaylana says, what's the play with the cat again? It's a hold for another 6 months. Shows the VeVe airdrop looks cool. I think it does. Hilda's, oh my God. Finally, some DMC talk. Bill Garner's, Randy, we could just drive to New York City to get a road trip. That's true. We could. Where would we stay, though? Where would we stay? Damn, Ben Rose talking about NZAA turning up with the toolkit. Oh my God, that's insane. Ben Rose, what are you doing there, girl? Girl? Not playing the 5th of Jack. Go out tonight. Nancy May says God carries Trump. Fair point. Jesse Lenny started DM saying, OMI still dropping in price. A relevant project bearish. You're crazy, bro. You're taking crazy pills. Earth2 gang. Mantapoya, Tucksteins. Oh my gosh. Finally some Binance talk. Let's go. Amrita Abhishek says, honestly, gaming collab. Tripling the hype for DACAT. Ida just signed up for that VeVe $10 bonus. Love that free money. Let's go. Panjak Esperanza says, wait, if MEXC selling slows growth, what's the outlook? In the next 6 months, it's going to be insane. But right now, I have no idea. You know, they're tuning for new players. Yes, it is. Rosaline's affinity to the moon or not? Eventually, it will be. Right now, I don't know. Jocelyn Panchanka, Q4 gaming teas be in my head since the start. Pookie says, Randy explaining the economy stuff so clean. Astronaut Constance, this stream low-key informative for a crypto newbie like me. You're welcome. We got Brown Typa says these DEVVE tokens links really tempting, not gonna lie. Charles Pantoya says, Randy, drop some whiskey approved economic advice, please. Being someone that lives beneath your means, being someone that doesn't want to keep up with the Joneses, being someone that spends responsibly, invests safe. Those are the type of people that I like to be around, that are not wasteful. They're good at what they do. They are just amazing, awesome people, and I wish I had more time with them. Nothing at Esperanza says, nothing much hype now, just holding and waiting. Bella says, wait, some more exchanges, more volume, eventually Definity. Now wait, could be both. Because of that new exchange, looks dope. Gonna check it out. Thank you. Says DEVVE exchange might actually blow up. People wake up. They will. Valerie Brendis. Wait, how's Binance Wallet connected to Uniswap again? It uses 1 inch, I believe. Edward says, I'm holding Shiro, just vibing with the community. Metabeth Edward says, vid low-key confusing, but still helpful. Aaron Lynn says, someone else excited for Earth2. Game looks incredible. It is very incredible. I can't wait for y'all to see it. Right, Kabata says, what do you think about DMC hype, though? It is not misplaced. It'll get super hyped in Q4. Jada Harris says, volume means nothing without hype. True facts. J. Otis says, glad Randy keeps it real. No financial advice. Agreed. Because wait, gaming announcement Q4. Hyped. Could be earlier. Could be Q4. We don't know. OMI to the moon. Call me filthy. Who needs has been bag holding OMI. Kind of forgot. How do you forget about the OMI? That is bananas. Yo, Randy, you dropped that Binance T again. I did. Wendy Josh says, oh my God, signing up for VeVe right after this 10 free gems. There it is. This episode makes me think what I got to do before even taking commitment. Yeah, Ben agrees. Randy, do you have any minimalists that collect? You living simply but digitally not so much. Could you speak on the disparity? I really more did it in 2021, where I just anything that was not pinned down, I didn't need. So if it was pinned down, sure, that's fine. But if it wasn't pinned down, I could sell it. And just, yeah, it was really hard. Collecting stuff is fun, but it is expensive. It can get, especially if you're just at a place where it just doesn't allow for that type of stuff. It's good to have in your back pocket though. Living simply is nice. It's an easy way to save money, and not everybody else is doing it. Most people are not. Ann says, bruh, feel that breadwinner pressure so hard, relatable as heck. The DMC worth holding long term. In my opinion, I'm holding mine. Alex says, why always got to be breadwinner though? Not gonna lie, hard vibes. It's just, it's like customary. Like the closest, well, there was 2 chicks that I dated that were much better off financially than I was, but a lot of times, like, how do you go in and vibe with them if they're not on that same wavelength? If they're not like, but yeah, like a lot of girls typically only date across and up the dominance hierarchy. Girls will not date somebody that is lesser than them. Every now and then you see that it happens, but for the most part, girls will not date someone that is lesser than them. They will only date someone that is as good as them, if not better. So yeah. Oh my God, Earth2 plug. Heck yeah, Niha saying kind of wild that new exchanges don't mention much by themselves. Agreed. ADRESS says, isn't Coinbase free for OMI? It is not. Lynn Martha says, are these VeVe sales legit? Saying, yeah, 100% they are. Rochelle Davies says, I love it when crypto shit feels like relaxed like the stream. Why, thank you. And there's, God, there's so many comments. There's really a bunch of comments here, and I'm not sure where. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Stevens, man, I regret selling Shirley too early. Agree. Calling Phillies West being positive. What? Guy does. Sorry for hijacking your stream. My dumb argument. No, I like it. I like it. It says, wait, Shiro gonna moon or nah? Kaki Gaijin, could I go in and get could I get what's her name to come on the stream? Kaki Gaijin, can you ask her to come on the stream and be like, hey, Randy wants to get you on the stream. Check your DM. Yeah, ask her to come on the stream. I would totally get her on. Kelsey Duckstein says, anyone else tagging friends in here to catch like this? Love family crypto talk. John says, Earth2, super fun, not gonna lie. Also kind of confusing. Launch Tuffins. Oh my God, Rand's enthusiasm is infectious. Make me want to join the VeVe. Janita says, sold Shiro. No, you sold the Shiro. Colin says, press like as a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. When Nona says, went through the links, signaled Earth2 at Randy's code. Let's see what's up. Hey, oh, sexy lady. Yeah, the code. Just signed up for that DEVVE exchange. Hyped to try it out. Alan Farr, does anyone really trust these coin charts? I do. Sarah Smith, this reminds me of my first crypto hype sessions. Let's go. Monica Muscan says, people say crypto confusing, but vids like this help. Honestly, I think so too. Lucinda Suara says, Randy breaking down Binance was smooth AF. John Digby saying, bots. Everybody. If you're a guy with money and get married, then that is not smart. It's rough, man. It's rough out there. You either need a lock, like a solid prenup, or just not get married in the US. I'm not sure what it says. Wait, does the cat a long hold? For me, it's a long hold, but other people can feel differently. I was saying Randy's vibes give me good trust on these tokens. Lewis says, how do y'all feel about Earth2? I don't play much. For years I have played. Theophilus Martin says, bruh, this info on OMI is fire. Iron Man 61 says, bought Secret Rare Hulk number 1 to add to my Grail collection while it's in reach. Let's go over a bunch of stuff here for the VeVe, for the VeVe. Let's do partner statue and see where they're at on the day. I believe it's 1450. Then it goes 1591, then 1700, then 1860. So very nice, very nice. Not bad, kid. Not bad. Now after the partner statue, let's go with Todd McFarlane, Batman. We are at 459. That's cool. That's cool. I can dig it. The cheapest sub 100 is number 93 for 3,500 for anyone that would like it. And let's take a look at VeVe Gold. It's probably 54.50. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take that. But Juanita says, I am waiting on the DEVVE exchange to launch full features. Aljoz has never seen so many comments in Randy's chat. Seems a little sus. You might just have to recognize. Oh, look, I've been on VeVe since day one and love it. Same. Right. Alitas, Randy always drops the good stuff. Respect. Rashima Joan says, sketch lad, fridge, emoji. Wow, what even? What? OMI is looking like it'll do 200x from here. Agreed, Wes. Agreed. Thanks for being a member. Rogenes, Randy's calling, drops and jumps with so much confidence. Wow. Luisa Athia says August could be wild, thinking long term here. Louis says, I don't know why, but the DEVV exchange sign-up looks friendly. It is friendly, in my opinion. Matilda Brandon says here, since the Definity hype, no regrets. Mendes Sierra says, Randy calling things mother flappers is my new favorite thing. Oh, we're going to have to... Yes, new favorite thing. Achieved. Bombardo Azores says, OMI looking steady. Very nice. How much? RMS616 says, bought OMI Secret Rare, mint number 61 on Stacker. Let's go. Artur says, so many new names in the chat. Gotta love it. Missy Alexander's waiting for that VeVe freebie. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at her butt. Evans Carinda says, bringing back Mother Flapper. Never changes. Never changes, Mother Flapper. And then we got Amity saying, definitely going to sign up for the DEVV exchange ASAP. Marla Stevens has been in crypto since 2018. OMI looks more stable than before. I agree. Clark Mill counts, wow, Definity tripling this. Oh, Definity is going to go 30x this year, in my opinion, would be insane if true. I gave you a part of me when life was free. No, it's inside of us. Gotta let it be. You're in my eyes, in my head, in my soul. I feel you there. Oh, Jamila. The cat might be the sleeper in the next 6 months. In fact, gotta bag it soon. Luis Ginebel says this is some solid info. Thanks, Randy. No problem. No problem. Jirabu, Daphne's. I joined from that VeVe link. $10 felt like a steal, honestly. Amity saying Shiro to the moon or nah. Randy makes it sound legit. One day, I believe it can. Anita Dara says just vibing with the hype train. Whatever Randy says, I'm buying. Let's go. The cat, everybody. Raymond Otis says, pausing here to register on the VeVe free $10. I'm on the hook. Monsieur de Moan, what's the vibe on the cat 2025? Raisin just snatched that $10 bonus, easy money. Barrera says, wait, so VeVe's giving free money? Sign me the F up. Link down below. Arnie says, I'm holding DMC, but kind of worried about the growth slowdown predictions. Yeah, but that'll reverse at some point. Arlen Namritas says, VeVe bonus really helped pay for the next crypto purchase. Free coins, what you got to say. Is me and DMC moving slower than expected? It is. Those eyes make it look like a demon. Can't wait for the DEVV exchange. Brown says, yo, Randy got an Earth2 gameplay vid sometime, please. Soon. Ami Arashim, I've been watching since 2021. This kind of breakdown helps a lot. Thank you. Mashiev Lin says, random but appreciate the transparency, not financial advice. Victoria Donna says, I sold most collectibles before because it drained my wallet. RIP. Bonita Berlin says, Randy, always entertaining with the even when talking numbers. Tallulah Avantkia. Brah, why did I think and trade in my digital collectibles? Interesting. Scott Andrina says, same. I never buy that stuff. It's not pinned down in value. Smart move. I've tracked DMC price trend for weeks. Glad to see some support. Jeffrey Teresa says, anyone play Earth2? Or is that, it is pretty dope. It is pretty dope. I am almost done with these comments, and then we'll get to the news. Shiro got me interested, though. Anyway, I'm holding long-term, Timia. Goes in, DMC vibes are wild. Randy explanation low-key help me understand. No problem. Ria Anbar says, can anybody explain OMI ties into Binance here? Well, it's pretty much just on the wallet. It's not on the actual exchange. Odette Wood says, would definitely cop some to cat if the price drops a little more. Same fam. Hypatia Robinson said, this is way clearer than those confusing crypto gurus throwing numbers. Elite Ragsdale saying, kind of nervous about those coin charts. The ups and downs stress me out. Fair point. So many news in the chat. Bullish AF. But the box says, Randy, always stalker mode, spotting trends so quick. AKRB, give me those thumbs up. Better than Donatella. During Shiro 2025, bruh. It's a long hold bet for real. Hiroshima says, love how Randy breaks things down, even for noobs like me. Jake Beers, I've lost money before, so I'm gonna just watch and learn today. I'm gonna be eat it. Can someone explain how Earth2 actually works, please? You buy land, you get that bread. Nicholas Dermott says, yo, anyone else hiring Earth2 this weekend? Not I. Andy Renaud says, I've just been watching crypto rapidly change since 2019. So glad vids like this help clear the fog. Always says, gotta learn more about the cat. Even holding out for Randy's updates. Emery Yashari. Bet runner here. I trust Manny more than random influencers for crypto advice. Dith says, Randy always trimming the data. Respect. Mohit Winifred says, yo, the DMC chart looks promising AF. Sketch Lab says the fridge is in reference to the old school days when Randy on his channel when he had a fridge behind him. Sarah says, got my referral today for Earth2. Let's grow that virtual real estate. Kamara Woods has just signed up for VeVe, $10 free. Atanarama says, Shiro to the moon. Ibdana has been holding OMI forever. Good luck to all new holders, for real, for real. How does DEVV Exchange compare to Binance? It's going to be better, in my opinion. Oh, gosh. Someone's playing DEVV Exchange to me ASAP. 60% of trading fees go to the people. VeVe sales looking bigger than I thought. Not going to lie. I love this game. I'm going to send that to my friend Zenobia. Let me get her on the channel, if I can. Let me go to her. And say, hey, there's nothing else I can want to come on and hang. Never gonna leave that way. Allison saying, anyone made serious bags off these particular coins Randy mentioned? Some people have. Marlo Stevens sounds like good OG in crypto. Mars says, am I the only one hyped about DMC? You're not the only one. Louise says, love how Randy keeps it real. No anxiety here. Wait, what's the best DACAT move here? It's going to be contingent on what you like. However, I am going to go on and I am going to we're going to go over some of the news here. Shah says recap this week's on Coinbase assets went live. Treehouse, Bioprotocol, Research Banker added to roadmap, and Foster Hilt says congrats on this week's listings. I believe that one day we'll see OMI, the token that powers where the world collects. The biggest brands in IP, including Disney, Marvel, DC, Lamborghini, Blackpink, Coca-Cola, USPS, and more, were added to the list. Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which funds NPR and PBS, says it will close down after federal cuts. NFT Pirate says if you're wrong and momentum picks up again, these low edition first appearances of massive characters will never be so cheap. This is our 2006, 2007 Pokemon era, but for digital collectibles. I asked him to come back on the podcast. He said he will. Bitcoin whales bought more than 1% of the total supply in the last 4 months, meaning that whales are stacking. Gary O says took a long time, but he finally pulled the 616 for what if Galactus transformed Hulk. CryptoPunk 1563 just sold for $1.9 million. Bananas. Are the US and China about to strike a deal? Scott Percent says that the Stockholm trade talks advanced and now we have makings of a deal. Translation is we might finally stop throwing tariffs at each other like dodgeballs. He's optimistic, but admits it's not 100% done, so don't pop the champagne yet. China has until August 12th to seal the deal with Trump's team or face a tariff apocalypse. Grogu in Pram was bought yesterday for $215 by Kryptoni. Love him. Love Kryptoni. So the canned cocktail maker High Noon is warning customers that some of its vodka seltzers were accidentally labeled as Celsius energy drinks. Basically, every DUI defense lawyer in America just hit the heckin' jackpot. What do we got here? Gadget says, not going to lie, hella confused about Earth2 game, but good vibes still. Nice. Donna says, browse, zombie talk hitting different. They're just snowflakes. I'm late. What's going on? Are you late for an important date? Because there's a lot of stuff going on. And I says, I don't know crypto charts. Always trust me, though. Not going to lie. You don't need to pay attention. He says, why does DMC keep going up? Looking bullish to me. The selling has probably stopped. Zayla Louise says, trying to understand Earth2 game right now. What the heck is that? Basically, you buy land, you get mentors, you get ETH. You take the ether, you transform it into the essence token, and hopefully you make some money. Sadie, married lady says, wait, so is cash price dropping for real? DACAT has not been below $2 million market cap in weeks. So, Eugene Edwards says, VeVe free dollar sign up. Definitely worth it for beginners. In fact, what it says for all those bots asking questions, this seems weird. A little bit. Treasury Secretary Besant says, we are exploring new possibilities in decentralized computing and digital payments to unlock the potential of blockchain technology. Mippo says, I can't help but view the SEC's project's crypto as Ethereum coded. TradFi is finally jumping in with both feet and tokenizations and DeFi in a big way. Everything Wall Street is excited about stablecoins, private credit, tokenized MMFs is happening on Blue Chain. Pie is gigantic. Ethereum and DEVVE will both win. Eric Trump says to buy the Bitcoin and Ethereum dips. Go Trump. That's what I'm thinking, factoids. Factoids. Healer, low cost. Bro, there's a low cost system to collect encephalographies measured during VR experience. They're basically like, so in the comic Civil War, Tony Stark gives Spider-Man like the Iron Spider suit, and basically Tony Stark then knows about the spider sense, which Spider-Man had not told anyone yet. Basically, it doesn't just track incoming stuff, it tracks what's going out as well. And that's the same thing what companies are doing here, saying, yeah, a low-cost system to collect quantitative electroencephalography measurements during VR experiences. Wild and insane. Dead internet theory is that there are more bots on the internet than there are humans, and most people are actually only talking to computers. May or may not be happening here. Trump says that the US will boom in 5 or 6 months from now. Very nice, very nice. A couple of days. Oh, I'm gonna have to call this place on Wednesday. All right, very good. OMI token now officially available on Binance Wallet. Gotta love that. The Modville has officially sold out from the store. Very good from them. Ton of money was liquidated from the market yesterday. But then it just becomes available on Binance Wallet. Okay, very good, very good. I think I thought of one of these businesses. But now it just says Binance tokens. Okay. Licensors, yep. Only royalties, yep. USDC. Okay, very good. Biggest Bored Ape Yacht Club sale in months. This one golden monkey sold for 666 Ethereum, which is about $2.35 million doll hairs. Wild times. Wild thing. You make my heart sing. Giving holders a reason to redeem the bronze tickets to get that rank up. Basically, that is for this Saturday. Dogboy says, not a whale, but pretty awesome achievement for me. He is now at 1 million MCP points. Congrats, Dogboy. Congrats. 100% Elderdale. 100%. BNB. This is by far the hard. Okay, don't need to go over that. Cointelegraph is interesting. The PlayStation 4 came out on November 15th, 1913, where it cost $400. Bitcoin cost $360 on November 13th. The PS4 is now worth $199, and Bitcoin is worth $118,000. That's insane. Lots of great comments about the cat. Gotta love it. Oh, the baby. Gotta love it. This 6-piece Chansey 2021 PCG 25th anniversary beta Chansey creatures deck sold for over $500,000. Wild. Zombies. Hey, Randy, MetaMask syncs to your Earth2 wallet. I got it out from there, and then I sent it over to the Coinbase wallet. Correct. Yep. People can log into their Binance Exchange account and purchase OMI token using funds on the Binance account, or by sending funds into your Binance account or Binance Web3 wallet from another exchange, or by using fiat and then swapping. 250 million users now have the ability to use their existing funds on the exchange to swap into OMI whenever they please. Now we just need them to hear about it. Been stacking OMI on Stacker. Also, Winnie the Pooh first appearances. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. Oh, David's on a space right now. David's on a space. Somebody, you could not buy $200 worth of Akomi on base this morning, which is insane. But it happened. Winnie the Pooh gang. Winnie gang. VeVe Viral says, Mr. Beast, you should collab with VeVe Official to release premium 3D digital collectible NFTs of your Mr. Beast lab characters. They can be animated, playable, and be used alongside any other major IP to release by VeVe, from Disney or DC to Cartoon Network. Plus, you can donate the sale proceeds to Team Water, the ongoing royalties from every secondary market transaction. We have D-Tribes that stacked another 6.5 million OMI. There's a reason he's loading up. Big things are coming, and he wants to be ready. A Fresh Wallet has spent 966 Ethereum, which is 3.4 million on Yuga ecosystem this month. 2.3 million was used on a gold Bored Ape Yacht Club, and 1.1 million was used on 2 other deeds. This is next level conviction. And this Coda just sold for $100,000. That's insane. Happy Spider-Man Day. 63SW just got his 9th secret rare Spider-Man. That is bananas. China has officially banned cryptocurrency trading, mining, and related services. They are insane. China officially banned Bitcoin and crypto traded mining and related services. They are stupid. They're stupid. Gengar for, oh my God. Oh my God, my friend. I've ended DACAT Financial. Yep. Yeah, I'm looking to sell my. Yes. Let me ask around. Would you you be able to meow any meow any meow or maybe, oh God, share holding, cross. Okay, let's see what we got there. When the Pooh Gang, I hear that Apple might release the Vision Pro 2 later this year, could boost metaverse. So it's possible. Apple's having a bit of a rough year with a bunch of the Trump tariffs and Trump wanting them to pay like 20 billion in what do you call it? 20 billion in Jesus. 20 billion in like tariffs. And that's after they wanted to post a big thing down. That's after they wanted to post a big like $400 million in U.S. investments. It's really hard to be Apple right now. I was, yeah, the bots are annoying, not really saying much. Wonder how they ended up here. I don't know. Do you speak in emoji? I saw. Do we go there? Do we go there? We'll see. We'll see. Oh, my friend is being really cute right now. Obtained by money and the things my friendos. Oh, my other friendos. Oh, my bees. Oh, I miss my friends so freaking much. Oh my God, such good times. They're my bays. Thank you for celebrating Spider-Man Day with us. The 3 random winners are Cold Chillin', Travel with #85, and Chris Peak FR. Matt Reif purchased the home and museum of famed paranormal researchers Ed and Lorraine Warren, which makes him the legal guardian of the infamous Annabelle doll. He's going to die. Everyone comment F down below to pay respects to Matt Reif because he's not going to make it, man. Mega Space, Mega Alpha coming soon for DeLorean. The most fantastic set. Love David. Love David, you, my man. A whale has bought 79,461 Ethereum, worth 274 million in the past 3 days. Whales are buying the dip. They are buying the dip. Gotta love them. Friend sent me a message at 9:34. I messaged him back 2 minutes later, and there's been no. Yeah, let's see if emoji's up there. Emoji, where are you? Oh my God, where is emoji? Like, is he not? Hold on. We're going to start listening to the emoji.
So they're very much millennial and some Gen Z audience here. It's fantastic to see. It's mind-blowing. And, you know, I was invited to the trading night. I was actually invited to the VIP trading night last night. I had to leave Chicago to be back in the office for Monday today here. But, you know, the Gary Fee was there, you know, my friend who I give the pass to took a selfie with Gary and a few other influencers in the trading car industry. It's all real. I couldn't believe it, how much money and trades are going on. I will say, you know, if not, I was talking to one guy who's probably in his early 30s, and I asked him, you know, how much he reckon he would do over the weekend, the week. It starts on Wednesday night, preview Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday today. And he honestly tells me he will do about $1 million, and he is just one of the 600-700 dealers or store owners there. It's incredible.
That's incredible.
I saw Gordon had a stand, eBay, these guys are just
wait, hold on.
Amazing on how the secondary market really becomes so active on it. It's really good to see. I mean, if you haven't been to the national interview next year, definitely should check it out. The trading car market is pretty much on fire, and it really has probably 10x since COVID, because people are telling me, the grading company like PSA and the DACAT, you can tell the serial number on it. Prior to the COVID, they were on like 30 million number, or edition number, and now they're up to in the hundreds of millions. So the grading industry alone is triple in such a short space of time. And the car market is looking good, and overall, it helps all the other collectible market in general. It's definitely there.
That's dope. That's dope. I saw before Dave did have his hand up. I'm not sure if he still had something to say, or are we jumping over to Magic?
I got so much emotion. David, you are speaking. You know what, Magic? I would normally let you go first, but I have to get this off because David, you're just going to push you to the side. That's I know. But David, what you're saying is speaking my language now, because I came down to spend some time with my sisters, my nieces and nephews, and I have 8 nieces and nephews, and every single boy is literally obsessed with card trading. Like, this thing has not slowed down in the least. I love the fact that you're actually going out there and that you came. The fact that you're saying that you're amazed at like how this industry is evolving is crazy. I took my nephew for his 9th birthday the other day to a Monmouth card store. I'm in Golden's backyard down here in South Jersey.
Very
nice.
I took
him to a card store here, and I was asking the guy there, I'm like, well, what do you know about digital? Like, is this something that you see? And he was super familiar with Courtyard, because Courtyard's obviously doing the Web 2 thing, right? They don't mention the NFT, but they're doing it the right way. But the fact that you went there and actually saw this like for yourself, and like the numbers that's staggering numbers. One booth doing $1 million.
And that will be, and that booth will be, he's just an independent one guy. He has quite a quite beautiful selection of chase car. Then there was one gentleman upstairs, young guy, and probably early 30, just one little display cabinet. And I inquired some of the car. One of the Michael Jordan card he had, and I go, well, how much is it? He say 780,000. So that cabinet alone is like $1.5 million US. And he's got about 3 of these display cabinets in his stand, like a 2 feet wide type of stand, and just with a chair there. And I'll tell you one really crazy thing I noticed is how professional and polite of all the collectors are. I managed to get in earlier than everybody because I got given these early passes. And the lines are going around the blocks. I'm literally going out the car park, across the road, through the car park there, tens of thousands of people. And they are just lining up passionately to get in. There's no pushes, and people line up. They are all talking about sports. They are talking about fandom, what they have. People who line up behind each other, they are doing trading, they are swapping. And inside the convention, they are just some of the best collectors I ever seen. I was blown away. I thought, people are just really disciplined, and people really respect every vendors in there, and they really acknowledge the hobby. And the hobby goes beyond just collecting, right? It goes beyond to passion, what you love in the character, the talent in the sports player. or the car game you're in. And the language they use is just so good. I mean, so professional. Everyone is in it for the laugh of collecting. And obviously that trading, that secondary market, that swap is so important. I went to that, after I went to the trading night. The craziest thing is, and I had few cards with me just to understand how people trade. And people are not even selling their card. They actually just trying to trade for other things that they love. The trading is another level. I have never seen it. I thought going to the D23 and seeing people trading pins, it's very unique to see people trading pins, and get around in the convention floor. But there was over 3,000 people in the trading floor trading cards. 3,000 plus, because the security at one stage had to could not allow any more people going up. And I asked him, what's the capacity just for that trading room? He said, just the normal trading room, it's over 3,000 people already, so they can't let any more up. And then you have the box breakers. So people who don't know what box breakers are, and it's given me amazing idea how the industry we are in digital can move into digital breakers. And it's pretty much booster boxes that go for $600 to $700 for the big chaser one. And in fact, it goes up to $15,000 for some of the more desirable guarantee autograph or refractor or clone. They go for super big money. And what they do is they pour in people's money together in a pool. And if you like, let's say, Chicago Bulls or the teams that you like or the players, you basically, anything they open up, if it's your teammate or the player you get the cards. There's over, I think there's over 6,000 live streams happening on all serious platforms. People cracking open up boxes live on the phone, and how fast is it happening? People just opening, and basically the minute it's finished, they start packing and send the cards that belongs to you out to you. So it's like almost sharing that community who love basketball, but they might not be, or baseball. Say I'm the Yankees fan and you're a Dodgers fan. So every Dodgers card opens up, goes to the Dodgers person who put the money in. And that's how they split the breakers. And you might not win all the time, but if you pull your money all together, you may get some real good chases. And there's people pulling out these cars at $250,000-$300,000. I think there was one car I saw live sold for $870,000 on the spot. There was someone there just to pay for it straight away. It's crazy. You have to be there to believe it. And then there's all the vintage car dealers as well. People, going back to the Mickey Mantle, the cars are going back to, many decades in your grandparents' days. And there's a whole area where people just trade vintage and sell vintage products, memorabilia, signature products, bats, baseballs, glass, anything you can think of can be traded there. I did see some comic stores there, but the whole idea of that show is a national sports card related. Everyone's there, craziness. And I missed out the weekend. Obviously, I didn't go the big day, but friends have sent me a photo. He said it's like 10x more people. It's crazy. Yeah, loving it though. Loving every moment I was there. And talking to young traders, I've spoken to a few young traders, and God, I tell you, the way how it works is very, very similar to how VeVe works. the same chaser. So people will be going for those super secret rare products or ultra rare. And on top of it, so I saw these couple kids with the beautiful Japanese Pokemon cards, and then the Pokemon cards that has the Mario Pikachu dressed up as Mario, and then there's another chase card where the Pikachu is dressed as Luigi. So it's a collab with Nintendo, Super Mario Brother with Pokemon. Now, you can actually buy the card at the show for about $4,000 US each. And then I asked the kid how much you won for the set of two. He goes, I won 24,000. And I go, but the cards are going for 4,000 each. He goes, well, you forgot they are consensual numbers, which means it's not. Yeah, it's not just a PSA 10 min. The number is like 126, and the next card, the Mario, is 127. So basically, and that's fetched for like 5x more money. So they go for the number as much as we.
That sounds like, I was gonna say, that sounds like VeVe.
Yeah, they just how that physical industry operates in the greater product. It's just identical, and it's almost mirror, but how the chaser works. So the product similar to what we've done is you know how we now have introduced that special edition inside the common. They do that already in the baseball, so you can actually get a baseball card of a rookie, and then you will get 1 of 50 with a different color border. But the image is identical, just a different border, but it's 1 of 50, and that is 1,000x more in money in secondary market. So a common card could be $10, but the 1 in 50 can go up to $100,000 just for a signed one. So it's pretty crazy, pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's all happening. And there's just so much demand for it. People just, the collectors out there are chasing for the same one, and they're chasing for that same rarity. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's great fun when you're sitting on the sideline and try to understand and talk to them. I spent a good 2-day, full day from the morning, and I was saying I'm probably there about 8 or 9, lining it, getting in the early lines, and finishing by the time I get back after all my meetings at 11 p.m. So a good, 10, 12 hours. It's very fascinating, but yeah. And Courtyard's there, like you say. They don't say a single word about NFT, but they do. They do use the blockchain technology there to authenticate that provenance of that physical product that you have or you pull. So there can be 2 of the same being traded, so on. So they were very
that's where it's going, right? Like these guys are trading their physical cards online because they're being stored in a Brinks vault, right? And it's just the NFT that's changing hands. It's really that simple, and they don't have to talk anything or explain anything about a non-fungible token or a blockchain or nothing. And they are the #1 collection on OpenSea day in and day out. Their volume books. So I'm excited. I love that you're seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, people don't even
No
see
Pokemon.
the physical item. It's pure digital. You just see a slab.
Great
Great
cards.
Great cards. And that wallet is basically sitting in our vault. And if you do want it, we'll send it out and we'll burn that NFT that you own, so it can be coming in. If you do want to keep it as a digital collection, you can trade and sell it with amongst other people in the marketplace, and that data basically just that digital asset just transferred to another owner. Pretty much, it's a reflection of VeVe, but in with a physical backing there. But most people, they told me most people don't even cash it out. Like, not cash it out. They don't even
redeem it.
Redeem it. They don't. So digital collecting is huge for that whole entire market. Because when you realistically looking at it, the reason why people break these comic book and cards is because they want to keep and preserve that prestigeness. But when they physically get it, it's very rare that people will break those cases and read a comic or put the cards back to their collection. So it's interesting to see that they actually just want to have that, but not physically. They don't physically need to have it, if you know what I mean.
David, this could be a huge third market, aftermarket opportunity, because what the Courtyard does as well is they incentivize the person who has that physical book to put it on chain. And if nobody's redeeming it, the person who ultimately initially puts it on chain gets a percentage of the resale value every single time it changes hands. The only time that they lose that value is when the person actually redeems it, or a new owner, let's say, redeems it. That is for VeVe, that would kill, David. That would,
yeah. So I mean, I have few meetings with other aggregators out there, and the exciting thing is they actually all know about VeVe. I almost didn't even have to introduce myself to. Even the smaller players. I met another Australian company called 130 Point. Then the CEO happens to be there, and I say I'm from VeVe. He goes, I'm familiar with VeVe, and he was telling me which drop he missed out straight away.
Which drop did you miss out, David?
That platform is aggregating all the average sale price for.
Jenny, what are you doing in here?
eBay,
Jenny Q Ta, what are you doing in here?
In other auction houses like Heritage or Comic Connect, anywhere they aggregate that data to give the user the best pricing guideline. What was the last sale price? So they know about VeVe. And talking to some of these platform providers to see how we can eventually use their system to also promote and aggregate our last sale price in digital. And they were actually very keen. So they, a lot of them just trying to get their technology up to speed. And just to give you an idea, a lot of these companies have only popped up the last 4 or 5 years. So it's very new for them still. And they're still trying to connect and try to get their algorithm correct. So it's good fun. Definitely. And other thing is, there are so many collabs trading card companies out there. There's the official releases, there's the licensed product, there's the non-licensed product, there's the artists on trading card. I met a group of collectors out there. They collect an artist called Piggy Bank. And it is very much similar to what VeVe Go and Silver logo is. You basically belong to this group of network of collectors out there. And this artist Piggy Bank will release a certain drawing of his own interpretation, inspired version of a comic artwork of, let's say, the AF-15 cover. And he will issue 40 of these cards at $725, and he will drop them on his website at random time. If you're able to purchase it, you got the one of ones of 40 different cards he's issued. And then the traders and the collectors are out there trading and buying and selling. And some of these cards goes up to like 15 to 25,000 each. And then every year they go into the lottery. They go to the I think the artist Piggy Bank's hosting dinner, and there's 1,250. It's done through lottery system as well.
Oh shit!
To get one of them released only exclusively there. And to get into that lottery, you need to be you need to have so many in your collection and reach a level that the artist will invite you to join. So it's all about exclusivity.
Exclusivity.
At the show, they show off their latest artwork, and they're non-licensed, but they're just the most beautiful artwork I have ever seen on a trading card. And they're beautifully packaged in the beautiful slab, everything. So there's that whole market in there. There's that trading card game market there. And then you have that sports car collectors out there. And then in sports car, there's the two type. There's the non-licensed version where you might not have the NBA logo on it, but you have the players' rights for it. And then you have the players' right that smash with Godzilla or some anime cartoon IP on it. It gets really deep. The collectors out there, there's multi-level of anything you can think of it. There's someone there collecting it.
Definitely. David, I have a question. I want to continue down this line of conversation. I definitely want to dive more into TCG too. TCG as well, and I know that Magic has their hand up and OMW has their hand up too. But we are transitioning shows, so we are entering into the Oasis now. Oasis? What I would like to do is run another giveaway too.
Oh shit!
So
giveaway.
I'm going to need. So here's what I want to do for the giveaway. Right, you guys are about to drop Johnny Storm on VeVe, right? It's the pin tweet on the VeVe handle right now. Digital collectible. It looks amazing. I have it pinned to the top. Here is the criteria to enter into the giveaway. And actually, I could tell y'all what this giveaway is for. So this one is for a VeVe digital collectible,
my knee.
and it is the SR of Fantastic Four number 12. That is when the Hulk has his first confrontation with the Thing. As of right now, it has a floor market value of 53 gems, which translates to $53, right? So that is what we are doing right now for the giveaway. All you have to do to enter into the giveaway is in the pin, is in the nest right now. It is the VeVe promo of the Johnny Storm Fantastic Four. It is pinned to the top. Like and repost that VeVe tweet. I know there's a lot of other people I'm going to have to sift through and stuff like that to make sure, because you have to be in the room in order to win. But that is how you enter into the giveaway. I'm going to run some tracks. We're going to start the Oasis. David, we can't start the tracks. We do have some more hands and questions for you. I want to get into some TCG talk, but I also want to give the fans in here an opportunity to win a giveaway. So
hold up before you do that. Mm-hmm. So once we get into the Oasis, go to me first, because I have a couple of
I got you.
Comments and topics that David's been super into. So also I want to invite our co-host of the Oasis, Max and Janie, to the stage. And also I'm really, if possible, if you're available, I really would like Steph to be here for this conversation, because this one of the topics that I need to bring to David is because of Steph, and he's going to be blown away. So Steph, if you can join us, please do.
Awesome. So let's go. I think Dave drop. All right, so I'm gonna write some tunes. Dave.
No tunes. Okay. All right, we have to part of the yum. He is gonna lose some money on that. Might be meow from is saying meow when it was a meow and meow to wants to know for meow and I'm definitely not meow Mr. Chavez. Oh, I love this game. I might have to go soon. Bro, what's going on? The shit, bro. There's a lot of stuff going on. I might have to go because there's a. Just Surprised how VeVe got it. Oh, is she still there? Shit, is she still there? They're okay. They're probably not in the after I buy. Yo, what up, zombie? How's it going, fam? Yeah. It would be valued at they want to meow. But they want 1 second here. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I see. Maybe. Have I told you lately? For 100 for and there's just no way for me to that. Okay. I know, David, I know you're over there. I can't wait to I can't do it. I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power. I know, I'm a fan. Oh wow, Jenny's been a fan of Blackpink. Oh wow. Jenny said, because Lisa is the only Aries and Thai member of the K-pop girl group. Most people don't even know she's not even Korean. She's a full-on K-pop icon. She's the world's most searched Blackpink member worldwide, believe it or not. I was supposed to be in Paris this weekend to continue chasing Blackpink's Deadline World Tour. They gave her a bit of a they gave her a bit of the booty. Damn. Jenny says, hi, Omar. Been a fan of Blackpink since early on, back when they weren't as well known. I've been to 3 of their concerts so far, 2 in LA and 1 in Vegas. Right now, I'm rooting for Nona from Indonesia. They just debuted last month, and they've already been picked up by Samsung Galaxy as the official faces of Z Flip 7. Keep an eye on Shaz, who's an Aries, and Bila Libra, a Libra, but she's born on the 28th. If you know, you know. Great times. Great times. I'm going to go in and do 1 or 2 things here. Just going to ask everyone to smash that like button. It's a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, / super thanks button down below, super chats as well. I love this game. Trade all my definitely a lot of ways to spend 80. Yeah, definitely a lot of ways to spend 89K in these markets. David Yu saying, blame on. Blame on, David. Blame on. David Yu retweeting certain spaces and all that jazz. 5K, not bad, not bad. Rangers Earth2 land free OMI Island. Hit me up, DM, and get you set up. Bill Garner, thank you for being a member. I'm going to bounce right now, but let me just say one thing here. VeVe sales looking bigger than I thought. To the moon. Feature ready. Always trimming data. Respect. And I will say, love my fans, my only fans. All right, everyone, that will be it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm, aka Al Gore's rhythm. I love you all. Class dismissed. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Meow, meow, meow. Bye-bye, Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Together we broke all the rules, dreaming of dropping out of school. leave this place and never come.